Welcome to What the Health? The podcast where real people from all walks of life share their insights, struggles, successes and breakthroughs in health, fitness and life in general. This isn't just about workouts and diets, it's about building a stronger, healthier future in every part of your life whilst having a laugh in the process. Welcome to the episode. Thanks for tuning in. This episode is Retired, Not Expired. Hopefully self-explanatory. We are speaking with Julie White today, a wonderful human being. She has been a Super Fitness member for a few years now, and let's go and hear her side of her story for how important it is to maintain her health and fitness within her golden years. Welcome to Julie, who's joining us for this podcast episode. So thank you very much, Julie, for coming along.
Thanks for inviting me.
Anytime. This podcast episode is Retired, Not Expired. So this is Julie, who's going to tell us a little bit about herself. So let's go straight into it. Julie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm married. I've got 2 grown-up daughters and 2 early teenage grandchildren and a golden retriever. I've been retired 2 years and I'm 68 years old.
Wonderful. Happily married, we hope?
Of course.
Beautiful. What's your daughters' names?
Sharon and Christina.
Awesome. 2 years retired, you say? Happily retired?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's the best thing about retirement?
Being able to take things at a more leisurely pace. I think when you're working and got lots of other things going on, it's all a bit of a juggle.
Yeah.
And now I'm retired, I don't have to juggle quite so much.
I can't wait for the day when I join you.
It did take me a long time to get used to being retired.
Did it?
A whole year, I would say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what was the biggest change for you?
I think I missed the people I worked with.
Yeah.
And the laugh you have at work.
Yeah.
And to just have just family life as opposed to all the other life. It was just odd.
Yeah.
You've been doing it all your life.
Yeah. What were you doing before you retired?
I was in accounts.
Okay. Yeah.
So, for various shipping companies. But yeah.
Awesome. Your husband's called Mike. Is he retired as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Is he enjoying loving life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he likes it too. Yeah, definitely. We like being retired.
Yeah.
Would recommend it.
Did he retire at the same time as you or before or after?
He stayed on for a year until I got my pension, because I didn't get my pension until I was 67. Okay. So he did an extra year because his part-time hours were easier to fit in, and his money was earning more for his smaller hours than I was. And my job was more stressful than he was finding his.
Okay.
So I retired a year earlier.
Yeah. How was that when you were still working and you retired? Did you, or was Mike a little bit jealous at all, or not?
No,
really?
It was his idea.
Was it? Oh,
yeah.
Good on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Was it weird for you to be retired and him still working for you personally, or not really?
Well, because he could lump all his work hours in a block. He had like 3 or 4 days where he would work in some hours, and then we'd have 6 or 7 days where he wasn't working. So really, it was semi-retirement because he only worked part-time anyway. He was semi-retired himself.
Yeah.
So it worked well. Yeah.
Oh, good. Cool. So since retiring, what has been different in terms of your health and fitness? Obviously, I know you've been coming to the gym. Has that changed since retirement?
I think I do more. I come to the gym more because I can work it in around my life easier. Before, when I was at work, I used to try and get to the 6:30 classes, which I still do sometimes anyway because I like them. But now I have the option of doing a 9:30 class if I want, or come to the gym and do my own thing. Yeah. I don't have to cram it all into a set time.
Yeah. Awesome. What would you say an average day looks like in the life of Julie?
Oh, there probably isn't an average day, to be fair. It does change rather a lot because now I live, or Mike and I, we live with my daughter and my granddaughter. So the dynamics have changed slightly.
Yeah.
So I always fit an hour in for the gym, most days, probably 6 days out of 7.
Yeah.
And the dog walk. And of course, there's chores. There's always chores.
Of course.
So basically, that's really the day, just not necessarily in a same order.
Yeah.
You can be more flexible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. So why do you train? So you try and get an hour in most days, you say, 6 days a week. Why do you decide that you want to train?
Because I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the feeling of being able to use my body.
Yeah.
And just being able to achieve something. It just gives me a buzz. And I like the way it makes me look.
Yeah. To
be fair, sounds vain, but it's true.
No, not at all. That's why most people do train. So awesome. What do you enjoy most about training then? Is it the come to see the wonderful coaches? Maybe.
Of course.
The wonderful members. The feeling it gives you afterwards, or the enjoyment you have during the sessions, or a mixture of all of that?
I'd say all of it, really. I mean, the people that you work out with are always very encouraging. And of course, you coaches, you know what you're doing. And it's always nice to be in a class where somebody's keeping a little eye on what you're doing.
Yeah.
And can say, just tweak you this way or that way to make sure you're not going to hurt yourself. So it's just, all of it, the whole lot. And of course, it makes you feel good afterwards, especially if you've really worked hard and maybe achieved something that you haven't been able to achieve before. So,
absolutely.
Good.
Awesome. So you do, obviously I know you pretty well. You do quite a few different classes. What would you say your favourite classes, or what do you enjoy in terms of your training, in terms of more cardio based, for example, or more weights, or a mixture?
To be honest, I probably enjoy a mixture. There was a time when I was scared, sounds a silly word to use, but scared to do engine because it just made me feel so nervous.
Don't worry, you haven't been the only one. When I added that onto the timetable, people thought I was silly for adding it on the timetable. Not really many people came and booked on. But then more people did come on, and then it's become like a favourite class for many people. So
I love it.
Which is nice to see.
Yeah, I do love it, and I don't get nervous anymore. I struggled with yoga, of all things, to start with, because I got quite stiff hips, and I found some of the positions uncomfortable and difficult to do. But it's good to do things that are difficult because they get easier.
Absolutely. You get more comfortable doing the things that were uncomfortable. It makes things easier. Awesome. Has fitness always been part of your life, Julie? So.
No. I was always the fat kid in school that couldn't do anything. I hated PE,
Did you?
Sports day was my absolute nemesis.
Was it?
Absolutely. Hated it. I think I got into fitness after I'd had children, and then you start walking more because you want to lose the baby fat and that sort of thing. And then when they got a little older and went to school, or even when they were old enough for me to put on the back of the bike and cycle into Walton, there was a little church there, and they used to do like an aerobics class once a week with a little creche in the side where I could leave one of them while the other one was at nursery. So probably once a week I started doing that. And it's gradually built from there, really.
Yeah. So what age would you roughly say you started spending more time, dedicating more time towards the fitness?
Well, there wasn't a lot of time that I could dedicate then. So I would say probably 10 years ago when I really got to doing it regularly. I had a job in town, so I'd park the car on the top of, not Bent Hill, but one of those hills. Walk down to the leisure centre, have a workout, have a shower, walk up the hill and go to work. So that was probably when I got more serious about it.
Yeah.
And then I've been to body pump there in the evenings, and I hurt my back one day doing that class.
Yeah.
So I decided I needed to look around and find somewhere slightly different, where there was a bit more management, if that's the right word. Somewhere where there was a bit more coaching.
Yeah.
So then I looked at this one. I had looked at this one before, but I'd genuinely been put off by the masculine looking logos, thinking it was a man's gym.
Okay. Well, you mean the old superhero logo?
Yes,
Sorry.
yeah, you know, the
Interesting
paintings and things outside. I just thought it was a bully beef gym. So I sort of disregarded this one for a while, and then I came and had a look round one day, and I thought, yeah, let's give it a go. It's near and handy, and I've never looked back.
Yeah,
and I wish I'd done it before.
That's nice to hear. I was going to ban the words body pump in this podcast, but as you said, you suffered back pain. We'll keep it in there.
So sorry.
Money joking. But yeah, no, it's a good little journey to hear about. So that's great. What made you decide to start going into like try and like do your swimming or go into body pump or whatever you're doing that you first started out? What switched you to make a change?
Just because it was available to do, and I quite liked the thought of picking up some weights, really. I didn't know how good it was for people, women in particular, to lift weights and do that sort of thing.
So you started hearing more about the benefits of like training and weight training, so then you started looking into it more.
Yeah, since I've started doing it, but not before I started doing it,
Yeah.
I think I've been educated since I've been here, to be honest, because the people that I work out with and the coaches are all full of information, and you learn a lot just from listening to other people, Yeah, so you do learn a lot as you go along, and then you get interested, and then you read about it. Yeah, so.
Fabulous. How is your training benefiting you at the moment?
Oh, every which way.
That's a good answer.
Every which way. I'm fit, I'm healthy. My grandson, I think, says he's proud of his nanny when he saw me doing the hustle last year.
Yeah.
He said, "Nanny's running again." He couldn't believe I think he was surprised by what I could do.
Yeah. That's great. Like, obviously, the benefits of training physically, emotionally, mentally, but being a role model and inspiration towards your family and friends as well. So it's a great benefit for you and your family by doing these things. So, it's fantastic to hear. What else do you do outside the gym, Julie?
Well, dog walking, and I spend time with the grandchildren. In fact, we've just booked a little break. We got a 4-night stay away. I can't even remember where it is now, but it's at a caravan park.
Okay,
and one of the things I've booked on to do with the grandchildren is a clip and climb type event, because I've wanted to do that ever since I retired, to be fair. And I'm going to just do that on holiday with the kids.
Yeah.
And that'll be great.
And like going on these types of holidays, do you think your training, what you've been doing at the gym, enhances your quality of life outside of it in terms of like enjoying your holidays?
Absolutely. Yeah. I want to get up and go in the morning. I don't want to sit around. I remember walking past the Wool Bar a few months back and saying to my husband, I quite look forward to being old enough to sit down and drink tea and eat cake all day. He said, I hate to tell you this, Julie, you're already that age, you just choose not to. Which I thought, well, okay.
That's a good point.
Fair enough.
Just like on our first episode that we've done, we've all got the time to do what we want to do. It's just like prioritising or choosing what we do.
Yeah.
What we choose to do.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating cake and drinking coffee. I do that as well, but not necessarily I wouldn't choose to spend a morning doing it, in preference to coming to the gym.
Yeah. I know you told us about your average day, but what's the routines that you got in place, whether it's daily or weekly, that serves you best?
My exercise takes priority. If I don't come to the gym for whatever reason, I can be a bit grumpy.
Okay, yeah.
Me Mike too. Says, why aren't you going? Why haven't you been?
Yeah.
When are you going?
So you need that to function a bit more optimally?
I do. If it's planned that I'm going to miss some, like when we're away, well, then I can cope with that. It's okay in my head.
Yeah.
We'll find something else to do.
Prepare and you work around those challenges. Yeah. If I told you that you weren't going away, if you're just living the next 2 weeks, but you can't go to the gym or train and exercise, what would that look like to you?
It wouldn't
How'd you
happen
cope?
because I would, if I couldn't come to the gym, I'd work out at home. I've got some weights at home.
Yeah.
I'd go for a run. I would do something.
What if you couldn't do anything?
Like, for what reason?
It's a good point. Just for an experiment.
If I was injured, then I'd have to consider not going. Like when I had my operation, I had to have a week off just for recovery from anaesthetic and whatever.
Yeah.
So yes, I knew I wasn't be coming for a week to 10 days. So that was fine. That was fine. But I couldn't wait to get back.
Yeah. Good. My point was asking that question was just to, if someone asked me that question, I just couldn't imagine me functioning very well, just being, stop moving for 2 weeks for no reason whatsoever. I'd, mentally it'd be very challenging.
Yes.
I think I'll be a lot more impatient at home. I won't be a very good dad compared to what I could be, and a husband, etc. So, I don't think I'd function as well.
Totally.
If I couldn't get out and do and nourish my body, because looking after ourselves and having that time, it helps our relationships and it's better for other people as well. So I know some people will say they don't have the time for themselves, but it's like making that time for you and other people as well, because it's going to benefit them as well.
Definitely has a good knock-on effect.
Absolutely. What are you most proud of, Julie, just related to yourself?
Probably last year being, I'm going to say brave enough, but finding enough courage somewhere to do a few competitions or events, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Of course, I was encouraged by people I did it with and yourselves. So, but yes, because that's quite nerve-wracking for me. I find that quite a challenge to put myself out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So, but I did some.
Yeah.
And obviously we didn't win, but winning's not really, I won for me.
I was
as
about
far
to say,
as I'm concerned.
It's a win you competing
against myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Competing and completing is a win.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I mean, I think, all events and competitions should be open to everyone. I won't name the gym, but I've heard like some particular gym, big franchise, will take members to competitions, but you'd have to be a certain fitness level to take it, because they want their members to win and do them justice in terms of like their reputation, which I totally disagree with. I think it's, I think it's embarrassing, to be honest with you. Whereas we obviously, and hopefully most other gyms will encourage anyone to, if they're capable, to sign up for the competitions events, because it should be open to everyone. So what made you decide you wanted to try doing some competitions events? What made you decide?
I'm not really sure. I think last year I thought, I did the first competition I did here was here in 2022. And I loved that. That was really good. And I didn't do any in 2023. And I think I was so disappointed with myself for not having done any, that when 2024 came, I thought, come on, let's do some. Let's sort that out, because I was annoyed with myself for not having done it. So.
Is it maybe because you got quite a bit of a buzz from the first one that you done? So you just felt like you missed out on that experience again?
Definitely.
Challenging yourself?
Yeah, it's what they call it, FOMO.
FOMO, I was about to say,
what they call it.
I mean, that's what might have tempted you to sign up in the first place, like seeing other people doing it and wondered, could I do that? Because obviously you enjoy the workouts at the gym and whatnot, so it's just a bigger workout doing events and competitions. So,
well, it was Vanessa with the first one. She said to me, I'll do it if you will.
There you go.
So, it's
always good when you got a gym buddy.
Absolutely.
So Julie, what would you say to your 25-year-old self? Would you send yourself a message back to the past? What would it be?
That you're better than you think you are.
Me?
No, that's what I'd say to me. That you're better than you think you are, and push yourself and eat a bit healthier. I think, because again, I've learned more about protein in general and working out. I've just learned so much in the last few years. But yes, I've got lots of advice that I could give nutritionally and physically.
That's interesting to know then. So
and mentally.
What was your food habits then before compared to for what you know now?
Well, I probably didn't eat enough protein. I certainly avoided all fat. That was something from the 80s.
Yeah.
Everything was low fat, low carb. Carbs were the enemy, and fats were the enemy. Fibre was okay. But who wants to live on fibre? Take off. So yeah, a lot of. Now I eat a very balanced.
Yeah.
I do supplement my diet with extra protein drinks.
Yeah.
And I have the occasional protein bar, because I think if you're going to have something sweet, you might as well have something that's also going to give you a bit of nourishment, extra nourishment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'm quite balanced.
Good. So you would say you probably include more foods now, being a bit more educated from previous years. So you're cutting out potentially more foods previously?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, yeah.
That's good, because there's some advice I'd give out to people would be like, try and, if people want to go and start a meal plan or change their diet, obviously all the information you say, like there's so many diets out there will say what to cut out and what to avoid, whereas really you should do it the other way around of what should you start including. Make sure you include certain things, or you want to get your vitamins, minerals, everything else you need, your omega-3s. Make sure you drink plenty of water, and then once you've got all that, then you can start thinking about what could I add in on top of that, if necessary. Just working backwards rather than cutting things out. So
definitely,
that's good to hear. Because want to make sure we're well nourished so we can function very well.
Yep.
Because you are smashing life at the moment in terms of the ability to come into the gym 6 days a week and perform at a very good level. Obviously, you need to be well nourished to do that and be able to recover pretty quickly. So that's good. So what would you say to anyone who is about to retire?
Embrace it. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of their health and fitness, so let's say someone's about to retire and they haven't looked after themselves the best they could have in terms of their health and fitness, because they've had a highly stressful job and they're about to slow their life down. What would you say to that?
I'd say fit in some exercise, because it's good for your mind and your body. Definitely. You've got the time now, so do something for you. All these years you've been doing it for somebody else, albeit for a pay packet, you've been doing it for somebody else. So now's your time to do something for you. What
do you say? So obviously you'd hear that the older we get, the more difficult things are, so people should start slowing down, not doing as much. What would you say to that?
I'll say to that, I'll let you know about that when I get there. My husband's always saying things like, at our age, and I say, don't know, not there yet.
Yeah, age is just a number. Would you say you're fitter now than you were, let's say, 10 years ago?
Yes.
20 years ago?
Yes.
30 years ago?
Yes.
Wouldn't you? 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Fittest you ever been?
Yep.
So that's impressive.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's good. That's good, because like we say, age is just a number. If we ask someone how old they were, we should say like how young they are. So you could be 60 years old, you could have two people, one being like an old 60-year-old or one being a young 60-year-old. It's all about what life choices you make and how you embrace life, and the choices that you make, dictates the quality of life that you lead. So
definitely.
Yeah, and you're a prime example of a very young 68-year-old or 68-year-old.
Thank you.
And you're a lot, I'm not just saying this, but you're a lot fitter than many people more than half your age. So it's a testament to you for, doing the right things.
Oh, thank you.
So do you have any words of wisdom, encouragement for anyone who's feeling expired? So some people who, above the age of retirement age, and they're feeling like they're expiring, so to speak, not going they're going down a bit of a hole. Do you have any wisdom or encouragement to say?
Well, I'd say try and work out why you feel that way.
Good.
Because if you can work out the why, then you can work out the how.
It's a very good answer, Julie.
Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's good. So as from last week's episode, if you did listen to it, you will know that we played a game, Would I Lie to You, which is one of my favourite TV programmes. So we've done that with Sam. And we're going to do the same with Julie. So she's going to give us 3 statements. 2 will be true and 1 will be false. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we can have a little think of what one is the lie. So, are you ready, Julie?
I'm ready.
Okay, then. So when you're ready, Julie, you can tell us your 3 statements, and then 2 will be true, 1 will be lie. We'll see if we can.
I thought you said 2 lies and 1 truth.
Sorry, did I say that?
You did, because that's what I've done.
Okay, then we will roll with that. 2 will be lies and 1 will be true.
Okay. Right. I'd like to be 21 again is 1.
Okay.
I drink at least 2 litres of water a day. That's 2. And I wouldn't change my life if I could.
Okay. So there's 3 statements. So I was going to repeat it, but I forgot.
Oh,
so
I've only got
get you
one
to repeat
lie
it again.
in there. There's only 1 lie.
There's 1 lie now.
2 truths.
Okay, there's
lie.
2 truths and 1 lie.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind just repeating that, please, Julie.
I'd like to be 21 again.
She'd like to be 21 again. True or false?
I wouldn't change my life if I could.
She wouldn't change her life if she could. Is that a lie or true?
And I drink at least 2 litres of water a day.
She drinks at least 2 litres of water a day. So my short-term memory is awful. So just to confirm, 2 lies? 2 lies?
1 truth.
1 truth, yeah. So we're finding the truth out of the 3. Okay, you'd like to be 21 years old again. I mean...
Actually, there's 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay. 3rd time lucky, or maybe 5th time lucky. So let's confirm. Do you want to just double check? So 2 are true.
Yes.
1's lie.
Yes.
We're finding the lie. Okay,
Finding
we're
the
there.
lie.
We're there. If you're watching this on video, by the way, I do apologise for my loudish uniform. I'm painting today, so hence the loud t-shirt and loud shorts. But if you're listening on Spotify, doesn't matter to you. Okay, we're finding the 1 lie and the 2 truths. So you'd like to be 21 years old again. I mean, yeah, that's surely got to be true, because you can still do the same things you were doing anyway, or what you're doing now. So I'm going to have to say that's going to be true. You don't have to tell me yet, by the way, until I've gone through all 3. What was the second one you said? So you drink 2 litres of water a day?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say at least 2 litres for you. Yeah, so I'm going to rule the first one out as true, definitely. So narrows it down to these 2. You drink 2 litres of water a day. And the 3rd one was you
wouldn't change my life if I could.
You wouldn't change. That's a statement, isn't it? You wouldn't change your life if you could. I'd hope to say that would have to be true. I'd hope you don't feel like that's a lie, because I wouldn't change you. Because I think you've got the same kind of mentality as me, same kind of principles in terms of no regrets as such. Yeah, I'm going to have to say that's true. So I'm going to say the lie is 2 litres of water a day. I hope I'm right. Julie, you do not drink 2 litres of water a day. That's a lie, isn't it?
No, I do drink at least 2 litres of water a day.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't like to be 21 again.
You wouldn't like to be 21? Okay,
no,
well, that's good. I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm glad the other one's true.
Yep, the other 2 are true.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I'm bad at this game. I like it, but I'm not the best. As we proved from last week, I was wrong last week as well. Oh, maybe I'll change the game next time.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's good fun.
I'll make sure the contestant knows what they're supposed to be doing.
Maybe I'll get one right this time. Cool. Thank you very much. Was there anything else we want to talk about, Julie? Do you have anything you'd like to say to the listeners at all? Anything else?
Just find a gym like this and enhance your life.
Absolutely.
All I want to say, really.
Yeah, Julie's a fine example. She's a wonderful member of our gym. She is a fine example for someone who's retired, not expired. So yeah, enhancing the quality of life. Do you have much pain at all in terms of your, I don't know, overall health, overall well-being?
I do struggle sometimes with some hip pain, and I have an old injury in my ankle from years ago that flares up sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think to myself, how much worse would these things be if I didn't do any exercise?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because everything else around supports all these things.
Yeah.
And if I have a flare up and I can't do certain things, I'll find something else to do.
Yeah.
So,
and you said you're enjoying retirement, aren't you?
definitely.
And the best way to enjoy life is by being fit and healthy.
Absolutely.
And happy, so
100%.
doing the right things to enhance the quality of your life.
Yep.
That's wonderful. I'm sure there's one other thing I was about to say, but it's slipped by me now. So I think we're coming to an end for this episode, which I've thoroughly enjoyed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun.
So thank you for listening, and we shall see you very soon. What a lovely lady Julie is. I'm sure you will all agree with me. So a quick summary to finish off. So just a reminder of why you should maintain training when you reach your golden years, have the luxury of retirement. So maintain your independence, so not giving the burden or reliance to your family or friends to help you with certain tasks. So maintaining that independence is so important for you and your family and friends. And obviously you can enjoy life a lot more if you can do a lot more things by yourself. So you're not relying on anyone to come over and help you with certain things. So you can easily avoid that with your training and keeping that consistency up. Or starting. If you've not done it before, then starting that training when you get to those golden years, it will certainly help with that independence. Okay, number 2 is combat sarcopenia. I can never pronounce that. I never could when I was at university either. But basically combat muscle loss. So maintaining your muscle is so important for your health, your longevity, your quality of life. So when you get to the age of 30 onwards, you start losing every decade like 3 to 8% of your muscle. So you want to try and maintain as much muscle as possible so you keep that quality of life and help with your longevity and have a nice shield to protect yourself away from those chronic illnesses. Okay, so combat muscle loss, because if you deteriorate your muscle, then you deteriorate your health and you're unable to function yourself very well. Okay, number 3, bone health and preventing osteoporosis. So walking, regular movement, strength training, obviously is going to help maintain your bone density, so you'll be less fragile for fractures, and maintaining that healthy skeletal system will help you enjoy a better quality of life. Okay. Number 4, mental health boost. So you may have the less stress of work now you're retired, but you still have stresses within life. But by training, it's going to help the blood flow go towards your brain. It's going to help fight away any mental health conditions, such as dementia. We want to try and keep that away from us as long as possible. It's going to help reduce those cortisone levels, that stress hormone. So we can manage our health and well-being better by being less stressed, and obviously being more energetic by that regular training, which will help us be more happy and mentally well by still getting those endorphins kicked in. Okay, so mental health boost is another benefit to why you should be training. Number 5, we've put on the board here, for having a good routine and purpose. You may feel like you're unsure of what you should be doing now you're retired. Putting your feet up, laying back, enjoying the sun, and a few more whiskies or Prosecco's or whatever it may be. But your purpose should be to prioritise enhancing your life. So looking after your health and well-being. So give yourself that extra bit of purpose. You should always have that anyway, but now shift a little bit extra purpose towards your health and well-being so you can enjoy your holidays or whatever it may be. Enjoy it every day that you are retired or later on in life. And having a routine in place. So having a routine, some kind of structure is important as well. So when you wake up, you have some kind of purpose, routine in place. that you know you're going to do, and have some kind of discipline there, so you have something to do during your day, your week. And number 6, prevent or manage your chronic illnesses. So obviously maintaining your health and well-being, being stronger, having more muscle for as long as possible, having a good VO2 max going into your late years. Obviously it's going to deteriorate with age, but you can try and prolong as much as possible. Maintaining that heart health is going to protect you from getting cardiovascular diseases or any other chronic illnesses sooner than potentially you may have got them. So yeah, we want to try and keep them away for as long as possible. Cardiovascular disease being the most common cause of death in the world, so naturally that comes with the longer you live, as that does deteriorate, but you can keep training consistently to try and keep that away for as long as possible. So yeah, there's a few good reasons to why you should continue training or start training in your golden years when you have the luxury of getting retired. So some tips on how start strength training if you haven't already. Number 2, stay mobile on a daily basis, so get your steps in still. Hopefully you've still got that independence, so do what you can. Obviously don't overcook yourself, but just keep moving, stay mobile. Number 3, don't skip your mobility and balance, so take up yoga or any kind of balancing regime, mobility, flexibility to help move better, maintaining your independence by enhancing your balance, so that all comes with strength, flexibility and mobility work. So don't skip those fundamentals. Number 4, join a community. Like we said about having a routine and a purpose, but join a community because that will certainly help. You've got that support system with you. You get to build more relationships, new relationships, by being part of a community. It's going to keep you more consistent by having that support and that supportive network, and having new relationships. Joining the community is going to be great to maintaining that consistency within your training. Or if you just started new training, then you've got new relationships there, and you can start enjoying a newfound love for a community and your training. And set goals. Tips: set yourself a goal, whatever it may be. The smallest goal it could be just to walk 2 kilometers in a week, depending where you are, what level you're at. Just set little goals, so you've got little targets to reach. It's not great for you, well, it's great for you physically, not just physically, but mentally as well, and having that kind of discipline. Set yourself goals just to help with your motivation. So yeah, there's a few tips on how to get started or continue, so you can maintain your training in your golden years. So, hope you enjoyed this podcast episode, and we shall see you soon.
Thanks for tuning in to What the Health. Until next time, stay strong, stay healthy, and keep moving forward.